The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And we are underway from Atlanta. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On first down, Patterson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down now, it's Patterson. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
He completes this to Russell Gage. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Patterson. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown Atlanta. Cordero Patterson. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And they'll go for it. Lance. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, 49ers nothing.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Mitchell. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Mitchell. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Working with his 2nd and 4. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. Lance and company going on 4th down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So they go on fourth down, not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
When halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Here's Lance. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On second down, it's Mitchell, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Elijah Mitchell taking it in from 4 yards out, and the 49ers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
49ers 7.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Falcons take over first and 10.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
We're just about set to get back to it. Both teams making their final adjustments, and we'll head back to Atlanta and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you lost,
touchdown, Falcons! Tajay Short, 42 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who were in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
To throw for it is Ryan. And the Falcons are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Right back to him on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. They run the counter. Mitchell. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll try the left side. Mitchell. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Right back to Mitchell on second down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 135 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And a 49er first down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap, came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
On 2nd down now, it's Patterson. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 44. They go play action now. Ryan escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. On first down, Ryan. And he's got it to Patterson, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Cordarrelle Patterson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Koo now for the point after. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Lance. They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Lance to throw for it on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
On play action, Lance. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it's a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Lance steps away to his left. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout. And all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Lance looks to throw again. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Lance again. Flush to his right. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And the Niners are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Mitchell. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel from a yard out, and the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Gold with the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
49ers 17. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.